Amigo, welcome to my channel Learning with Kashish. Now we have learned few things in Spanish. So while communicating in your day-to-day life, you have to talk with your family member, with your relative, with your friends or somebody. So today I have decided to tell you how you can tell about your family and what is the name of the relationship you will call, like grandmother, grandfather, auntie, uncle, mother-in-law, father-in-law, nephew, niece, anything. Okay, so we will discuss about that. So miembros de la familia. Today we will discuss miembros de la familia. Family is called familia. Family. Okay, or you can say I have made a tree which is called family tree. Arbol is tree in Spanish. Arbol is tree in Spanish. Then genea, genea, logi, logico, genea logico means family tree. Okay, so we will start from the grandfather and grandmother. What we call for grandfather in Spanish, abuelo. Abuelo. Abuelo is grandfather. Okay, here I will tell you the black, which is written in black, all are masculine, which is written in blue, all are feminine, which I have put a red line, it means both are married together, and if there is any green line down means they are their son, daughter or anyone. Okay, grandfather is abuelo, grandmother is abuela. Abuela, can you see the ending is O and A, masculine and feminine. Okay, and then your father, padre, your father, then mother. Okay, it will come padre, madre, padre, madre. Brother of your father is tío and sister of your father is tia. Similarly, brother of your father is tío, mother is tío, maternal tío, and father is tia. So tia, tío. This lady is married to this man, tío. Okay, then son of your uncle and auntie, prima and primo. This is called cousin. cousin. Okay, cousin. Prima is female cousin and primo is masculine cousin. Then here is you. Here you are. Okay, so padre, madre, and then they have a children, tu hermana, tu hermano. Okay, then your hermano is married to some lady. Okay, and we call that cuñada, means your brother's wife, your bhabhi will be, your sister-in-law will be cuñada. Okay, and your wife, you and your wife is esposa, and your children are called hija and hijo, female child, male child. Okay, then if your daughter is married, her husband is yerno. Okay, and if your son is married, his wife is yerna, means your daughter-in-law is yerna. Then their children are nieta, nieto. Okay, nieta, nieto, grandchildren. Okay, So if I am talking about you, your wife is called esposa, your children are called hija and hijo, your cousins are called prima and primo, your children's wife and husband are called yerno y yerna. Then your hermanos, your brother's wife is cuñada, and your brother's children are sobrina y sobrino. What is your brother's children? Sobrina y sobrino, means nephew, niece, anyone. Okay. So padre, madre, tía, tío, hermano, hermana, esposo, prima, primo, herna, hijo, hija, yerno, nieta, nieto, cuñada, sobrina, sobrino. I will write with English and Spanish together and will let you know. This is a family tree, how it works. But if you want a simplify, like what is the meaning of what, then I will write it and then we will let you know. So now I have written here everything. Here is abuelo, that is grandfather. How do we pronounce this? Abuelo, grandfather. Abuela, grandmother. Always A and O, masculine and feminine. Then padre, padre, father. Then madre, mother. I hope you now you understand how we pronounce. Then hermano. I am not saying H because H is silent. Then hermano, that is brother. If I am saying hermana, it means sister. Okay. Then cuñada, okay. This is cuñada. Cuñada means brother's wife, sister-in-law. If I want to say brother-in-law means sister's husband, then I will say cuña. Instead of O, I will write O. Here it will be yado. Cuñado is brother-in-law. Okay. And your brother's daughter and son is your nephew and niece. They are sobrina. The spelling is also same. You cannot pronounce it, sobrina. It is female, then niece. If I am saying rino, that sobrino, it is nephew. Okay. So always remember, masculine and feminine, always we are ending masculine with O and feminine with A. You can see here A, O. Then we will say auntie, T-I-O, Tio, and sorry, uncle, because O ending with O, that is uncle. Tia, auntie, and their children, okay, and their children are prima and primo, cousin female, cousin male, because of O, primo. Then here are you, two, okay, and your children, your wife is esposa, okay. If wife is esposa and husband is esposo, okay. If you want to say husband, then esposo, and if you want to say wife, esposa, okay. Then your children are called hijo. Now you know that hijo is a masculine, means son. Hijo means son, okay. Then Iha, Iha means daughter. Iho, Iha, son, daughter. Okay, and now your son's wife is Erna, Yerna, Erna, daughter-in-law. And if I want to say son-in-law, instead of A I will say O, Erno, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, son-in-law. Then what about their children? Your grandchildren will call nieto. Nieto. Nieto means male grandchild and nieta means female grandchild. So we are left with mother-in-law, father-in-law. Okay, so let's find out what we call to mother-in-law, father-in-law. Father-in-law. Father-in-law is called suegro. Okay, suegro, suegro. And can you tell me what is mother-in-law? I hope you understand now. Instead of O, we will write A for mother-in-law. It is suegra. Okay, suegra, suegra, suegra. So I have covered most of the relationship which we can talk about in day-to-day life. So I hope I am able to make you understand. Then we can make small sentences like my grandfather is dead. Mi grandfather is abuelo. Abuelo, he is already dead. Then está muerto, is dead. Okay, so my father is a doctor. Mi padre es doctor. Remember, ser and estar. While you are telling about any profession, you will use ser, and we can't say un, una, unos, y unas. We will say directly doctor, teacher, or anything. For example, my sister is a teacher. Mi hermana es profesora. Okay, because she is a female, so I said profesora. See, then you can tell. So there are few relationships which we can talk about, and if you want to say it together. For example, parents. If you want to say about parents, not mother and father separately, you can say los padres. Los padres. If you want to say children's, not hijo or hija, but you want to say children's. How many children you have? You can say los hijos. Hijos. Remember, okay? Not hijas. You have to say O. You always use the masculine form and make it plural. Okay? You can notice here also hermanos. Okay? Siblings, brother and sister, los hermanos. Okay, then if you want to talk about they are my relative, los parientes. Then grandchildren, los nietos. nietos. Okay, los nietos. Then cousins, los primos. It is also los primos. Okay, always remember. Nephew and niece, if you want to talk about them, then los sobrinos. Always the rule is this. Take this and make it plural. Then auntie and uncle, los tios. I have done one mistake while recording, so please check that the daughter-in-law is nuera, it's not erna. Okay, this is son-in-law. Okay, so please correct that. Nuera, daughter-in-law, erno, son-in-law. So while explaining how many brothers or sister you have and what is their age or any number related thing you want to explain, you use tener verb. Okay, for example, you want to say I have 3 siblings, okay, one sister and 2 brothers. Tengo 3 hermanos. I told you siblings you have to use hermanos. Tengo 3 hermanos, una hermana y 2 hermanos. Okay, one sister and 2 brother. Familia. Mi familia es muy grande. Grande, adjective, means my family is very big. Then ellos son nuestros tíos, auntie, uncle. Aunts, uncle. If I want to say together, then I have to say tíos, not tía and tío. Okay, it is ellos son nuestros tíos. They are our uncle, auntie. Then ellas es su tía. She is her auntie. If I want to say only auntie, then tía. If I want to say he is her uncle, then I will say él es su tío. He is her uncle. Ellos son mi primos. They are my cousins. Primos. Can you see here? I did not write prima and primo. Okay. Then ellos son mi parientes. Parientes. You know parientes, I told you it is a relative. They are relative. Ellos son mi parientes. Let's do some example with the numbers. Okay. For example, she is 25 year old. Okay, my sister. Okay, my sister is, what is my sister? Mi hermana es. Mi hermana, what is a tener word? I am talking about third person, he, she or it. So she. Okay, so it will be tiene 25. Okay, this is 25. Tiene 25 años. Okay, mi hermana tiene 25 años. I have used tener form. Okay. So if I want to say my mother is 44 year old. Mi madre. Okay. If I want to say this is also example of he, she, it. So I want to say you are, okay, my mother is 44 year old. Mi madre tiene again it will be tiene 20 sorry 44 cuatro cuatro 44 años. My mother is 44-year-old. Okay, so whenever you are using tener, okay, if you want to say about he, she, about tener, tener is to have, but we will use it to tell the age also. So tengo, if somebody is telling about I, tienes, you, tiene. Okay, if they want to say he, she, it, then tenemos. If they want to say we, then tene is. If you want to say you all, okay, and tienen if you want to say they. Okay, so whenever you want to say about anybody's age, you are 10-year-old, tienes 10 años. Okay, tiene 10 años. We, if something you want to explain, then you have to say tenemos. We have 3 notebook, for example. Okay, we have 3 water bottle. Tenemos 3 botella de agua. Okay, botellas de agua. So you have to use tenemos when we are using tener. Okay, we have, and there is another tener plus k plus infinitive. Okay, this will be my another session specially for tener verb. This is have to. Okay, I have to, we have to, or something. So I hope I have given enough example about the relationship. Please correct this daughter-in-law nuera. It is not yerno. I am so sorry I explained it as a yerna because every time when we are talking about some feminine, we will end with a, and then masculine we will end with o, and but it is not working everywhere. Sometimes the words are totally different. Nuera, yerno. Thank you so much. Please subscribe my video if you like my video. Please subscribe and share, and we will come up with more videos whatever I am learning, and just posting it so that it will be helpful for the other people. And there will be a session also in which I will tell you how I have started it. I am so sorry if some of the video you are not able to see something, because I have a small phone and I don't have that much of phone, camera and everything to make the videos. I am just making the videos with this board and a small phone. So I am so sorry if you are getting some problem. If you are not able to see anything, you please mention it in the comment section. I am definitely making new video on that. Thank you so much.